Alright guys, it's gonna be a quick video on solar eclipse and my moon theory. So this right here is the sun, this right here is the earth, this right here is the moon. In space, the earth is orbiting around the sun like this. And because the earth is orbiting around the sun like this, and the moon is orbiting around the earth like this, it's possible for a solar eclipse to happen. Which means because the earth is orbiting around the sun like this, the same time the moon is orbiting around the earth like this, it's possible for the earth and the moon in orbit to cross paths with the sun. And so a solar eclipse happens in space when the moon is in front of the earth or on the side or on an angle that the earth is able to, that the earth is able to allow the moon to align with the sun on an angle. So a solar eclipse when the moon is in front of the earth, it's going to be a full moon night. If we're on the side, you might have a half moon because the earth is supposed to be blocking sunlight from getting to the moon like this. But because they are in orbit, the moon is still able to cross paths with the sun based off the fact that the earth is orbiting the sun and the moon is orbiting the earth at the same time. Which means the only time a solar eclipse should never happen is when the moon is directly behind the sun, behind the earth. Because if the moon is directly behind the earth blocks the moon from crossing paths with the sun. And the earth also blocks sunlight from reaching the moon. So when the earth is in front of the moon like this, the moon gets no sunlight, so it's a new moon phase. Because light comes here like this and it hit the earth, and the earth, because the earth is made of matter, it reflects the light or block the light from reaching to the moon in the back. And so the only time a solar eclipse should not happen on the surface of the earth is when the moon is supposedly aligned behind the earth as they orbit the sun. So if the moon is always aligned behind the earth as the earth orbits the sun, a solar eclipse should never happen because the earth will be blocking the moon from crossing paths with the sun if the moon is always behind the earth in space. And so there should be no solar eclipse on the surface of the earth if the moon is behind the earth. But if the moon is on the side or on an angle or in front, or on the other side, on an angle or in front, a solar eclipse could happen on the earth because a solar eclipse is simply the moon crossing paths with the sun. And by that I mean the moon crossing paths with the spirit of the sun on the surface of the earth. And that was the argument.